Welcome to Brit News Channel. If you enjoy staying updated with the latest news, make sure to subscribe and activate the notification.
A woman endured a harrowing 7 years, losing her business, life savings, and contemplating suicide after being wrongly accused of fraud. Krista Brown was shocked when she was arrested in January 2017 by HMRC officers, with her teenage son watching from the hallway. The 52-year-old grandmother spent 6 years under the shadow of these allegations, as her trial was delayed repeatedly until the Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, dropped the charges in October 2023, offering no evidence. Now, 7 years later, the CPS has issued an unreserved apology in a 3-page letter, acknowledging she had been clearly let down and admitting that the decision to charge her didn't meet the necessary standards. Ms. Brown shared her experience with The Independent, stating, "I got the result I wanted, but I'm heartbroken because it shows that I suffered through all of that for nothing over 8 years. That's very hard to accept. There are innocent people who get caught in the justice system," she continued. "I spent £27,000 on legal fees. My savings are gone, and now I'm in debt. The consequences are real." After years working in security and events, the East London grandmother started her own business in 2008 with just £1,000 in her Hackney home's front room. Over time, her recruitment firm, Persona, grew into a £2 million business with 400 employees and had successfully helped 3,000 young offenders find jobs. In 2014, she fired an accountant over financial issues and arranged with HM Revenue and Customs to pay off unpaid taxes in installments. "We cleared all debts. I went months without a salary, and we never missed or were late on a payment," she explained. Despite this, in 2017, she was arrested unexpectedly and interrogated for hours after being accused of fraud, money laundering, and cheating the public revenue. Released on unconditional bail and surrendering her passport, she went months without communication from HMRC, despite sending multiple emails asking for updates. In February 2020, she was formally charged with 3 counts, which she denied. She then had to navigate the legal system, sometimes without legal representation and dealing with numerous delays. It's hard to keep yourself motivated for all of this, only to have it cancelled over and over again. "I don't know how anyone can manage their mental health through that," she reflected. She created a social media account under the pseudonym The Secret Defendant, where she documented her experiences and sought advice from others. "At my lowest, I was suicidal," she said, her voice trembling. "I'm usually a positive person, someone who enjoys life. But at that point, I just wanted it all to stop." Her trial was postponed twice, which only increased her distress, with the CPS acknowledging that their actions contributed to this delay. She was also presented with several plea deals if she admitted guilt, despite her insistence on her innocence. In their apology letter, the CPS conceded this should never have occurred and acknowledged that the disclosure of evidence in her case did not meet the required legal standards. After preparing for a 3rd trial date in October 2023, Ms. Brown was informed that the prosecutors had decided to drop the charges, stating that the legal case no longer stood. It took 6 months and 3 complaints before she received her acquittal certificate, and with support from her barrister and friends, she approached Meg Hillier, the Labour MP for Hackney South and Shoreditch, who helped escalate her complaint to the CPS. In the 3-page letter sent to her, the CPS admitted that the handling of her case and the decisions surrounding the charges, evidence disclosure, and ongoing reviews did not meet their standards. They acknowledged that the case should have been dropped earlier and apologized, admitting that she had been let down. Calling the response an exceptional decision, the CPS stated they have taken steps to address the issues raised and have implemented refresher training to improve their processes. A CPS spokesperson said, "We unreservedly apologize to Ms. Brown for the distress caused by the mishandling of her case. We recognize that this case should have been stopped much earlier." Now working for the NHS and having set up a food bank to help struggling families, Ms. Brown hopes to meet with Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood. "Even though I'm healing, this experience has changed me forever," she said. "The mental toll this has taken on me is unimaginable. I'm a working mum from East London, and losing everything and having to rely on benefits was incredibly hard." She continued, "For them to admit their mistake in black and white, that's a huge feeling for me. The acquittal certificate earlier this year was impy."
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.